Yeah, dude. Geo, dude.
I've been muted. Love to see that. Fortunately, I was kind of talking to myself. But yeah, I'm not the best at this, which is why I am choosing to do the streams for people who want to come and say, hey, this is what I think you should do. But yeah, like I was saying, the only thing I think is guaranteed right now is that Talonflame's coming. It's the fastest mon on my team. And I don't know if I'm going to run into Speed Nature or not for this matchup. I think I have to. Because without a plus Speed Nature, it's got a 351 speed. With the Speed Nature, it gets a 380. Plus the EVs, it gets a 386. The 351 outspeeds most of his stuff, even with the Nature. Unfortunately... Hey, what's up, Phoenix? Unfortunately, one thing I am really worried about on his squad is that Inteleon. You'll notice the T next to it. Those are our Terra captains. That's what we're allowed to Terra type. And they're not allowed to Terra type whatever. My Duraludon has... Did somebody say Talonflame? I did say Talonflame. It's the only thing guaranteed on my team right now for this match. But as far as Terra typings, we had to buy Terra typings with our points from the draft. You get one stab free. The one I went with was Steel. In fact, I've actually got the entire document pulled up. Where it be? It's here. I'm gonna keep that there. My Talonflame is allowed Steel, Ice, and Fire as its Terra. My opponent, though, Inteleon is their Terra captain. Very smartly, though, they banked several points for Terra. So Inteleon can Terra type Water, Ice, Dark, Flying, Electric, and Grass. What's some place you don't use Talonflame and wreck your team? Talonflame is really good. It is a bit of a glass cannon. And there are multiple ways to build it. But, like, for me personally, how I think I've got to do this is... Because, again, the Inteleon, especially with its Terras, is something I'm really, really concerned about. And if he were to invest 252 speed EVs and a plus speed nature, his Inteleon will be sitting at 372. Which outspeeds Talonflame at 351. So I do think I've got to invest that nature. Technically I have 100% win against Jones. That's the only thing I ever did. That's awesome. So yeah, I think I've got to invest a speed nature in a Talonflame. Really max it at that 386. Because if so, the only thing he has that can outspeed it is his Sealing the Electrode. But here's the deal. Even if he doesn't invest in speed, he's at 336. Which, I mean, he would have to not put any speed EVs into Electric for me to outspeed it. Which is possible. He could build it as a bulky thing. But my thing... So I'm going to go ahead and build my Talonflame. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Showdown. Not tournaments. Team Builder. And we're doing new team. Paldea Dex Draft, I think. I've got to check what the actual rules were. Nat Dex Draft here. Okay, Nat Dex Draft here. So, Nat Dex Draft. No, that's Gen 8, though. Paldea Dex Draft, no. Oh, there it is. Just Nat Dex Draft. There we go. So, yeah, the only thing right now that I'm definitely bringing, Talonflame is coming. I've got to decide which ability I want. I've got two options. I've got Flame Body, which we can do. Gives a 30% chance of passing on a burn when contact, which is really good. Or Gale Wings, which would give... Oh, that's not what I thought it was, though. Gale Wings only gives flying types priority, but only if it's at full HP. So, with that being the case, I think we've got to just go Flame Body on it. Because, yeah, I'm outspeeding everything except... Obviously, except that Electrode. But we're going Brave Bird on it. Also, I'm sorry if I'm getting a bit of lag. I'm getting a error message. Because we're going to go Brave Bird. 120 power. Yeah, Swampert's there. 120 power. It does have the recoil. But my thought is to go Choice Band to give it that extra attack. And I'll hold on. I'll also share window capture. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? What format is it's Nat Dex. Team building for Showdown. I'm going to eliminate that bit of the screen. I really only need that part. We'll put that right there. That way you can see my team and you can see... You can't see everything, but you can see that. Yeah, well, how you doing, Jeff? It's nice to see you, buddy. No, No, not that. Close that. But here's my thought for Talonflame. Choice Bandit, Flame Body, Brave Bird. I want to go U-turn just as a pivot option. You did my prep already? Yeah. We also want to put Defog. It's the only Pokemon I have on my team that has hazard removal. So I want to have that option just in case he manages to get it set up. We can switch Talonflame. It's singles. It's 16 full 6 Mon teams singles, not doubles. If it was a doubles league, I would not have joined. Nat Dex just means it's got every Pokemon that's in the natural Dex for Gen 9. But yeah, Brave Bird, U-turn, Defog, and then I think we need a Stab Fire move. So probably Flare Blitz. I know it's got recoil, but like Talonflame's here for a good time, not a long time. It's literally there. Like it's a glass tank. It's here to do a ton of damage and get 1 or 2 kills maybe and then die. So I think we go Flare Blitz, build it as a fast banded, max in speed, max in attack. It does put it at that 386 speed, which nothing is outspeeding that except for his Hisuian Voltorb, which we weren't outspeeding anyway. One thing we could do, so we have an option here as far as abilities. If we were to go Gale Wings, it's only useful first turn because I'm doing recoil moves. But we go if I lead Talonflame, he leads the Hisuian Voltorb. He would immediately switch it out, which would give Brave Bird priority. But I think that's very situational, and I think it's a guaranteed switch if that happens. I think Flame Body it has that 30% chance on contact. If something does try to hit it, it has a 30% chance of passing that burn on, which getting that status off could be super fucking useful. So yeah, I think that is our set for Talonflame. Choice Band, Flame Body, Brave Bird, U-turn, Defog, Flare Blitz. It's the only thing I've thought about so far. Also, I'm curious as to what Jeff's Preep is. I'm not going to read it off because I don't want to spoil. I am noticing, and I'm just curious, because I know it's been in leagues before that I've been in. There's no item limit, Jeff. Like you could in theory have 6 leftovers. You can have leftovers on everything, right? There's not an item limit for this league. I didn't see it in the rules, so that's a solid looking team though. Yeah, that's nice. You can run the weakness policy Acrobat with Ruse to make it bulky. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have bulk in other areas, and like looking at his team, he's got. I found a team builder thing where it breaks down like all of your typings for the teams, which is what I've done. He has got 4 weaknesses to fire. His Skarmory is weak to fire, his Serena is weak to fire, Metagross, and the Hisui Electrode. All of them are weak to fire. He's only got... he does have 3 mons that resist it, with the Typhlosion, Inteleon, and Garchomp. That Inteleon worries me, because he's got so many options to Terra, and it's really fast. But like, I'm worried just like a snipe shot on it. But like if he were to lead Inteleon, and we lead Talonflame, which because we have a pivot move on it, I am considering using it for my lead. And then if he leads Inteleon, yeah, Zygarde's there. If he does lead with Inteleon, we've got the speed advantage. We go U-turn and just yeah, we go U-turn and just set up something else. Why you make it bulky? Nobody expects bulky Talonflame you can freely set up. I don't think you can freely set up though. Like even if it's bulked out, like, he's got a lot of mons that can fuck it up. Yeah, water, electric. Like I said, his Inteleon can easily wreck it. Doesn't have any rock. Doesn't have any rock. He does have Toxicity and Hisuian Electrode that could fuck it up. There's always a Scarf user. You gotta remember. That's true. If he Scarfs Inteleon, we're fucked. Unless we put a Scarf on Talonflame. If we Scarf Talonflame, it outspeeds everything except Electrode. And in that case, it would outspeed Electrode if he doesn't Scarf it. He would have to go full speed Electrode to do that. Otherwise, like I said, we fully commit the speed, throw a Scarf on it, and just get off as many hits as we can. I do want to go ahead and, like I said, that's a decision I can make. Because yeah, if we're looking at things he could run Scarf on, Electrode is already outspeeding me. He has no need to Scarf it. Inteleon, especially with all of its Terra typings, does make sense to. It would absolutely make sense for him to throw a Scarf on it. Like if he sees Talonflame turn 1, it could make sense. Terastallize into an Electric turn 1 or a Water turn 1. With that Choice Scarf, hit Terra Blast. Talonflame's dead. Unless we're Scarfed too. In that case, we're going to outspeed him. Get that U-turn off if that's the decision we were to go. But yeah, he's got. Well, yeah, if we're running Scarf, I do agree that we run Gale Wings. 100%. Although, then we wouldn't run Brave Bird though. Although, if we run Gale Wings, flying moves are going to be priority anyway. Which means the only way he's outspeeding me is if he has a priority move and a Choice Scarf on Hisuian Electrode. Because Gale Wings only works if it's at full HP. Which means we would have to change. And the only other. I mean, Acrobatics, but we do have a held item. Dual Wing Beat. I don't think that's the play. Obviously, we're not running Hurricanes. We're physical. Electrode is definitely specs. Chloroplast is so broken. You think that's what he's going with? Like, I guess we could also fly. I don't think that's a good option, though. Aerial Ace it's a 60 power move, which isn't bad. I don't think that's what we do. I don't want to run Gale Wings and only get the benefit at one attack. It's like it will literally only, if we go Brave Bird, it only benefits us once. I think the current set we've got on Talonflame, we've got the U-turn for pivot, we've got Brave Bird and Flare Blitz to hit with a big punch. And then if we need it later in the game after it's maybe taken a couple of hits and we've switched around, if he gets stuff set up, we can send in Defog. You only need a flying move for Hitmonlee? Yeah, but I've got other things that can learn flying moves. So I think for right now, and of course I may change my mind, that's the Talonflame. Now, what else do we bring? Also, let me know if the music's too loud for anybody. But yeah, that's... Now we've got to figure out what else we want. If he brings Miss Magius, obviously we need an option for that. I don't think I'm going to bring Pangoro. I think Decidueye's probably good for that. I would say the top 4 Mons are Mons that I want to bring all of, but just because they're my strongest ones. But I don't know if bringing Tapu Fini and Swampert is a good. I don't know if bringing both of them is a good move. How about I build a mock and turn off stream? At me in Discord when you're ready to do a mock. Well, I would like to get it. I appreciate that. I would rather get feedback and stuff on the team I decide to go with, other than just. I mean, that's totally up to you, Jeff. Like I said, either way, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm thinking Swampert. Because what I'd like to do, ideally, if I can, have 2 options on my team to counter every single Pokemon he has. The Inteleon, obviously, I can't guess what Terra type he goes with. Oh, I don't like this lag. I can't guess which one he's going to go with. Well, I mean, I could try, but I'm not smart enough to guess that. So... Huh. I'll just go down the list. Garchomp is weak to fire. No, it's not weak to fire. It's resistant to fire. It's quad weak to ice, and it's weak to dragon, and it's weak to fairy. I'll just build a team without listening to your sets. Probably at max timing. That's fair. So I need fairy, dragon, or ice. So like obviously, I think Kyurem Black there is a good pick. Kyurem Black is a busted ass Pokemon. I don't know if there's ever going to be a game where I don't bring it. Honestly, like I said, I think it's probably the best mon on my team. Let's see. I remember doing research before the draft suggesting like different cores, like 3 type cores. So like Dark Fighting Psychic, Dragon Fairy Steel, Grass Fire Wire. Like you can build Grass Fire Water, building teams around 3 mons in that core. So like, if we were want to do that, my Grass Fire Water core obviously is Talonflame, Decidueye, and then either Swampert or Finny. Is Drowdon your only? Yes, we're only allowed to have one Pokemon Terrestrialize for the entire season. It's my Terra Captain. So Duraludon is my Terra Captain. I don't have to bring it. In fact, what is his steel weaknesses looking like? He doesn't have any steel weaknesses. So I honestly don't think Duraludon comes in this match, because none of his Pokemon are weak to it. 2, 5, 6 of them resist it. So like half his team resists steel. Nothing's weak to it. Duraludon is not coming to this fight, which means I don't get a Terra option. And see, only 2 of my Pokemon are weak to water, for like his Inteleon, but he's got a shitload of Terra types. So like he can. That Inteleon's very versatile. Whereas my Duraludon is only allowed what are my Terra types again? Roster. Duraludon is Steel, Ice, and Fire. Neutral to Fire because of Dragon. Yeah, Steel, weak to Fire. That's true. Duraludon does resist a lot of things. It's weak to fighting, it's weak to ground, that's it. It resists normal, it resists water, it resists flying, it quad resists grass, it's immune to poison, resists electric, resists psychic, resists rock, resists bug, resists steel. So like, yeah, it does have a shitload of resistances. But yeah, it's got that ground weakness and that fighting weakness, which makes it weak to his Garchomp and his Hitmonlee. But yeah, like I've already got a dragon. Although he's only got one thing weak to dragon, which is his dragon. It's Garchomp. Garchomp's speed, if maxed, is 333, which is outspeeding Kyurem. So I think we're going to try to build Kyurem bulky. It does resist a ton of things. It's not giving us much benefit. Its stab typing is only helping against Garchomp. And Garchomp also has type advantage against it. Steel doesn't resist dark anymore. Does it not? No, it's just normal. It says Duraludon's neutral against dark. So yeah. The only things it's neutral against is fairy, dark, ghost, dragon, ice, and fire. And then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 resistances and an immunity. Although his only poison is toxicity, and I don't think he's yeah. What other things I have a lot of weakness to? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 mons weak to fighting, so his fighting types are a problem, which is I think he's probably bringing him only. Just because of the true nature of how many things that I have weak to it. So psychic and flying are things I need. I've got a flying type in Talonflame. I think we probably bring Yuxi. It's sweet to bug, ghost, and dark. So Miss Magius and Crocodile, and that's it. So I think that's probably the second thing we're going to go ahead and prep for is adding the Yuxi to the team. Like I said, what was that core that Yuxi was in? It was the psychic one, which is dark, fighting, and psychic. So, because that core is basically Zoroark, Yuxi, and Pangoro. I don't think we're bringing Pangoro. Either psychic or fairy for fighting, yeah. Since you got Swampert, maybe not to tap it. Well, because my core for that, which again, I don't have to bring the core, is Kyurem, Tapu Fini, and it was Registeel. Now it's Duraludon. So I don't know. Let's go to our team builder. Our next Pokemon is gonna be Yuxi. It's got Levitate. That's its only option, which means I'm not getting touched by ground moves. What do we need it against? We definitely needed a psychic move. Its special attack and its attack are the same. So we can just build it whichever way we want. Being that it is bulky, we could make it a Calm Minder and like go to set it up. I don't want to use Future Sight. Extra Sensory is not a bad shout. Psychic's not a bad shout. Mystic Power, it's only 70, but it raises my special attack. So every time I use it, I'm setting up. Psyshock's not bad, I guess. Psyshock wouldn't be a bad option to bring. Just simply because if I send in Yuxi, they might send in something that's really specially bulky, but not necessarily physically bulky. Which... yeah, it's a thought. I could go Stored Power, but that would require setting up. I think Psychic's probably the best move, though. Extra Sentry's got that flinch chance, but I don't know if it's worth the 10% lost. I don't know if it's worth the 10 points lower in power. So I think we go Psychic. I think Energy Ball's not bad. Gives you some grass coverage that he might not be expecting. I do prefer some psychic moves. Baton Pass, no. Like I said, I might use Yuxi as a Calm Mind setter. Heal Bell, I don't think I want. Knockoff, that's a physical move. I do want Knockoff on the team just to mess with items. Instead of Calm Mind, I could go Nasty Plot. Although that doesn't raise my defense. It just raises my offense. What does he have this week to Fairy? What does he have that's weak to Fairy? 3. So Garchomp, Crocodile, and Hitmonlee. Right, Hitmonlee. Yeah. And yeah, I'll probably go Swampert. Although he's only got 2 weaknesses with Swampert, which is Krook, and Metagross. Or not the Metagross, Typhlosion. What else does he have a lot of weaknesses to? He's got a lot of weaknesses to fire. He's got a lot of weaknesses to ice. Which, Kyron Black is definitely coming. Let's finish off Uxie real quick. What are some things that only have like one-offs though? Dragon we won't be worried about. What's weak to fighting? Crocodile's weak to fighting. I don't think we're worried about that. Grass, only 2. But Inteleon, if he stays in normal, that's not a bad option maybe. And yeah, Crocodile. It's tough. It is really tough building these. Just because I don't know him. Oh wait, Uxie can learn Stealth Rock. I wonder why it wasn't showing that as one of my hazard setters. Can't set up spikes, but it can set up hazards. Oh, y'all know I'm a big fan of Toxic. So like setting Toxics up and just getting those. I do want to have something with Toxic on it. Then I think we go Calm Mind, and then I think we go some other special move of a different type, maybe a fairy move. Because I'm not bringing a fairy type. Because I don't think I'm gonna bring Finny. I think I'm gonna bring Swampert and Kyurem. So Tapu Finny's not coming. So maybe finish the wonky team. Nice. Maybe we go Dazzling Gleam. Actually, no. Maybe we go Draining Kiss. It does a lot less damage than Dazzling Gleam, but it's a recovery move. What's up, Deoxin? Toxic defense boost for stall. Yeah. Plus Draining Kiss for recovery. It's trying to give it special attack and speed. That's not what we want, though. That's not what we want at all. We want special defense, physical defense, and then like HP. And then what's lower? They're both. What does he have more of? Physical attackers or special attackers? I don't know. I think we'll give it physical defense. So a defense boost. Give it bold. Give it that right there. What item do we give it? I'm using a stall team for my week 1 battle. Gonna make him rage quit. That'd be great. But what item do we want to get? Do we want to give it leftovers? Like I think that could be the play right there. HD special attack. I think that might be the set for Uxie. Leftovers, levitates its only ability. Max out its defense, max out its special defense. Although maybe those 4, instead of 4 in HP, give it special attack. Yeah, we'll definitely go lefties. And then put the extra 4 in special attack. Like I said, it's only 187 special attack there. Leftovers or Lumberry. Lumberry heals statuses, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to get Toxics. That's true. That is true. Being that we're going Draining Kiss, I do think Lumberry is probably a better play. I think that was really smart, Jeff. But yeah, we'll max defense, max special defense, give it a physical defense nature, give it those last little bit of special attack. Go out there, throw a Toxic up, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss to heal up, and then just try to Psychic. We're not very fast. Although 226 speed's not bad. What is 226 outspeeding? If he maxes out, like if he maxes his speed, which I'm not saying he will, but if he maxes his speed on everything, 226 outspeeds nothing. If he goes full speed, if he goes 252 speed, still outspeeds nothing. If he doesn't invest any speed, it outspeeds Skarm, Krook, Serena, Metagross, Hitmonlee, and Toxtricity. But that's if he puts no speed into any of them. That's what it would outspeed. So I think that's a good set on Uxie. And I think we now move on. Just based on those two, what do we have coverage with so far? Uxie. I'm bringing my notepad for this real quick. Never used it, but Baton Pass is banned. I'm like 90% sure. Baton Pass will be completely banned, yeah. No, Jeff, it's completely banned. But Baton Pass is 100% banned in this one. Yeah, it says draw pass only. The passing of a substitute or stat changes caused by the user are banned. See, the only thing you're allowed to do is that thing that Cyclozar gets. Well, I know that because I got caught with the Nuzlocke League we did a little while ago. I accidentally added banned shit to my team. I think I put Moody on my Blaziken, which was not allowed. Yeah, things that are banned. Baton Pass is completely banned. No cut moves are allowed, which I don't know what that means. Jeff, enlighten me. What are cut moves? Razor Fang, King's Rock, Lax Incense, Bright Powder are banned. I don't have Zygarde or Basculegion, so those complex bans aren't. Drop Pass is just a pivot move, yeah. Basculegion and Zygarde I don't have, because they have complex bans. So make sure you pay attention to that, Jeff. I don't know if you did. Your Zygarde can't be Power Construct. Not that it was, but... So, what do I have advantage against right now? Like, I've currently got Psychic moves, Fairy moves, Flying moves, Fire moves, right? That's what I've got so far on the team. You know who does got Zygarde, though? Yeah, you do. Well, that's why I was letting you know, hey, be careful that you're not running Power Construct, because it's banned. Just the attacking moves I have so far have advantage against. What's weak to Psychic? Hitmonlee, Toxtricity. Tox. Fairy. I've got Psychic. No, that was Psychic. That's why. Fairy. I've got Garchomp. And also Crocodile, Fairy. Pangoro. I don't think I'm going to bring Pangoro. I don't think it helps me out enough. And 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Hitmonlee. So also Fairy. Flying gives me advantage against Serena and Hitmonlee. Wait, really? Yeah, Hitmonlee's weak to a shitload of stuff. And then Fire gives me advantage against Armory. Serena. And Electrode. No, and Metagross. Electrode. Fire. You can run Banded, Sucker Punch, Mach Punch just for power. That's fair. Walls Metagross, that's true. That's true. So just based on the 2 months we've got now, I'm already comfortable against Hitmonlee and Serena. So I've got 2 Pokemon on already. Both of them counter Hitmonlee, Serena. So that's 2. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How the fuck did he manage 12 Pokemon and like 6 Terras? Jesus Christ. That's 2 of his 12. Banded Sucker Punch Oko's Metagross? Probably. But so would a Flare Blitz from Talonflame, Jeff. Probably. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate you. I will try to have more entertaining stuff on stream coming up soon. I will say, I'll give a bit of a little announcement. I got a job this week. I have my orientation Wednesday. Training will be after that. It's only part-time, so it's not going to consume a lot of my life, but I do have a job now that I'll be getting ready to start. But I will be trying to make time for streams to come back regularly. But yeah, Jeff, I think I already hard counter Metagross with Talonflame. Granted, we do need another option. But I think the next one we want to go with is Kyurem. And yeah, I want to go ahead and build that set next. Yeah, but why damage a good mon that valuable for 4 out of 12 mons when you can just stall out Metagross or something? That's fair, Jeff. That's really hard to argue with that. So like, I think we will go ahead and throw Pangoro on the squad. So you're a physical attacker. We're building you as a special attacker. You're a physical or special, and you're a physical. So we need to make sure we get at least one good special attacker on here in case Uxie's unable to stall. But let's build Kyurem first. This Pokemon's moves and their effects ignore the abilities of others. Okay. And one thing I am trying to do with this one, different to how I've handled the draft leagues I've done before. Normally, when I've done draft leagues, I'll find the Pokemon I want. I'll go to the import stats, click Smogon Analysis, copy one of those. I'm trying to be smarter with this. So, what do we want to put on Kyurem? We know he has a shitload of ice weakness. Right? Which I don't have these charts pulled up, but I can't have everything on screen. Yeah, he's got a shitload of ice weakness. So the very first thing we're going to do is throw an ice move on there. What do we want? Blizzard, no, because I'm not running weather. Freeze dry. Wouldn't be a bad shout. But I think Ice Beam's probably the play. There's a 10% chance to freeze. And like Ice Beam's 20 power stronger than Freeze Dry, but Freeze Dry is super effective on the water. You can always run Drake Meteor Ice Shard. I can't run Ice Shard. Kyurem doesn't learn it. What water type? The only water type he has is Inteleon. It's not staying a water type long. I don't think Freeze Dry is worth it here. Future weeks, Freeze Dry may be the play. This week, it's Ice Beam. 100%. It's Ice Beam. It's our ice move. We also need a Dragon move, just for as much stab as we can. Although, what does he have that's weak to Dragon? Other than his Dragon? Nothing. Actually, Kyurem sucks. Fuck you, Jeff. No, it doesn't. Bite me. Although, I will say, it's not the mon I wanted in the first round. I wanted Dragapult. My wish list started with Dragapult. I wanted to build around Dragapult. That was my guy. Should have known he was never falling to pick 9. So I went with just kind of the next best thing. But yeah, you're on that Zygarde pack. Yeah, that's fine. I don't hate Zygarde. I respect it. But I'm on that Kyurem pack. So But yeah, like, my Garchomp, obviously we want multiple counters to it. But I've already got a Fairy counter up there. So, like, Garchomp's already countered by Fairy. It's now also countered by... Jeff, it's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. It doesn't. Now, is it bulky? No. But it fits every single Pokemon that could have been drafted outside of, like, the 1 or 2 point mons. Has a purpose. And even some of those, you could throw Eviolite on some of the Prevos, and they'd be fine. But yeah, I don't even know if we need a Dragon move. Like, with the exception of Metagross and Skarmory, Dragon moves are gonna be neutral damage too. Garchomp, they're gonna one-shot. But Garchomp also outspeeds. So actually, here's my question. Do we even bring Kyre in this fight? Because it's not helping us with the dragon thing, because his only dragon is gonna outspeed and kill me. We're bringing it for the ice coverage, because that ice coverage, even discounting Garchomp, is strong against 4 of his Pokemon. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the priority move. We don't have access to Ice Shard. Otherwise, that's exactly what we would do. But the question is, do we just build it bulky, make sure we live a hit, and then Ice Beam it? I don't know if we give it a dragon move here. Ice Beam is special, so like we are looking to build it as a special attacker. Speed is going to be important. Can't set up. You get to yeah, that's true. We're not trying to set up. The only thing we're running setup on right now is Uxie. But Uxie's bulky as shit. You can definitely bring bulky Finny here. Misty Train cuts steel moves and dragon moves in half. That's true, which could help against Metagross, help against Skarmory, help against Garchomp. Oh, you know what? That's actually not a bad shout. Cut the dragon moves, bring in Kyurem to use an ice move on Garchomp. Although that would probably mean not bringing Swampert, although it is my only ground type. And he's got 2 electric types. So, like, I do want to bring Swampert. I don't know. Like I said, I've only got 6 slots. But at the same time, he's only got 6. I think he's bringing Inteleon. I think he's probably bringing Garchomp. Because of speed, I think he's bringing Electrode. What else do I think he's bringing? If he brings Electrode, I don't think he'll bring Tox. I don't think he'll bring Skarm if he's got the Metagross. He might, though, for the flying. Crocodile, maybe? He might not bring Serena if he's got Electrode there for grass. Miss Magius. And then Typhlosion. Wouldn't be a bad 6. That's a diverse 6. Helps with Garchomp, Skarmory, Crocodile, Metagross, Hitmonlee, and Inteleon. Inteleon's got 0 coverage for Finny. That's a lie, Jeff. That's not true. Tapu Finney's weak to Grass, Poison, and Electric. He's got 2 of those as his Terra types. Well, again, I have no idea what Terra type he's throwing on Inteleon, but he's bringing it. I guarantee that he brings Inteleon every week and throws a different Terra type on it every fucking time. But he's definitely bringing it. The question, Anti-Flosion, that's true. Like I said, I'm not totally against bringing Finny. It's only got yeah. It's got 3 weaknesses: Grass, Poison, Electric. And tell you, wait. I thought everything could get Terra Blast. Which is like, that's a really ignorant thing for me to say, but I thought everything could get. Yes, it fucking does, Jeff. Stop fucking with me. It does get... It's at the very bottom of this list. It does get Terra Blast. I'm alert real quick. No problem, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't. What's up, Zero? How's it going? We're prepping for our draft league match. Our current team: Talonflame, Yuxi, Kyurem, and Pangoro. Right now, that may change. But yeah, I think I'm going to make the executive decision to take the dragon move. No dragon move. So the only stab we've got for Kyurem is Ice Beam. But just for the team I'm facing, I don't think a dragon move really helps us. Because the only thing it's super effective against, Ice Beam, is more effective against that mon. So, because what are you weak to, Kyurem? You're weak to fighting. You're weak to rock, dragon, steel, and fair. You've got a bunch of weaknesses, Kyurem. Excuse me. I'd love to set it up with like Dragon Dance, but I don't think that's a good idea. Earth Power, I don't think is a bad shout. What do you have that's weak to ground? You've got 3 mods with ground weaknesses: Toxtricity, Metagross, Anti-Flosion, which I don't have a ton of counters for yet. So like Earth Power might not be a bad idea. It's 90 power. Focus Blast, no. Fusion Bolt. Like power doubles if used after Fusion Flare. Where's Fusion Flare? Where the fuck is... Hold on. Fusion. I don't even know what the fuck that does. But category, we want to go special. We want to sort it by special. Ancient Power is not a bad shout either. What do you have as far as rock weaknesses? 2. That does counter Tornadus, Anti-Flosion. So yeah, I mean, Tornadus might not be in that counters Tornadus. Throw in Ancient Power on there. Plus, it gives me... Because Ancient Power isn't banned, is it? I don't remember seeing it in the ban list. Endless Bounce, Moody, Oko. Moody, Oko, and Evasion are banned. Trapping is allowed. Baton Pass is banned. No cut moves, which I don't know what that is. I don't know what cut moves are. Yeah, so like I said, Ancient Power might be a good idea. Shadow Ball. You know what? We're gonna need something to counter Miss Magius. I think Shadow Ball is a good idea. I think we go Shadow Ball, Ancient Power, and really just build this thing hyper offensively. What else you got? I don't want to try to set up with you. Hole and Claws, no. Light Screen, probably not. Protect, Protect, nah. Maybe Roost? Roost to heal? Heals 50% flying type, remove to, It can also set up Toxic. But I think just like bulky special sweeper, give it the HP, give it special attack. That right there, 454 HP. Special defense is not good though. Regular defense, like its defense isn't great. That's building it just with good HP. So it'll hopefully tank some hits, but I don't know if that's the way to go for Kyurem. We'll see. What team are you facing? If you look on your screen at the bottom, the red team on the bottom, that's my opponent. My team is blue. It's on the top. His team is on the bottom in red of the screen on the left side. I've got my Showdown Team Builder in the middle. I definitely want a counter for Serena because it's the only hazard removal he has. Question, why are we making him a special attacker when it's a better regular attacker? Well, like, it's true. It is a better physical attacker. Its special attack is still not bad. We need a special attacker. And... Because, like, let's just... Because, like, that's a good question. Let's look at its physical moves. And here's the biggest reason for that, Deoxin. And that's a good question. The biggest reason we're bringing Kyurem is its ice typing. Because it covers several of his things, including a quad... being quad effective against his Garchomp. The only physical ice move that it gets is Free Shock, which is bad, and Icicle Spear, which I never like risking multi-hit moves in a situation like this. Because, yeah, if you get a 5-hit, it's going to kill. But if you only get a 2-hit, then you're fucked. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. So that's why. Because, yeah, as far as physicality there, we could still go Roost on it to try to help with that bulk. Dragon, I don't want to run Dragon moves. They don't help us here. Fusion Bolt, I don't think helps us too much. But welcome back, Jeff. I could have Rock Slide as our rock move, but the 90 accuracy I'm worried about. Shadow Claw would be okay instead of Shadow Ball. Like Claw over Ball is not bad. Stone Edge actually is the rock move. Wouldn't be a bad shout either. Oh, that's got 80 accuracy, which I hate. But yeah, it's still like a 372 special attack is still really fucking good. So I mean, yeah, its base physical attack is higher, but looking at its move pool. Also, what did we have there instead of Ice Beam? We're on Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Nature Power. Yeah. As far as the move pool, it just gets better special moves. Now the question is, what? No T-Bolt? I don't know. I really don't. He's got 3 Pokemon that are weak to Electric in Skarm, Tornadus, and Inteleon. But Inteleon we know is gonna fuck around with fucking Terras. And if he's expecting it, so like say he's got one of those out, if he's expecting an electric move, he can bring in Garchomp or Crocodile that are immune. Or Toxtricity or the Hisuian Electro, which quad resists. So yeah, going T-Bolt just it allows for way too many good switching to negate it and give him a free switch. Because like I said, the things that are weak to electric, like Skarm, although Skarm's only weaknesses are fire and electric. Earth Power counters Toxtricity, by the way. Yeah, but so does Ancient Power. They're both rock types. Although, Toxtricity is not weak to rock. Weak to ground. And psychic. Although, what are the differences in the two Toxtricities? Just gonna look real quick. Do its stats change? Nothing changes about it, right? Outside of its other ability? Which nobody's running those abilities anyway. Okay, it's just color. Earth Power is ground. Oh, is it? So yeah, that's true. It does counter. It also counters Metagross and Typhlosion too. Oh, and it's a special move. Why was I thinking Earth Power was physical? So what would we go over, though? Like, go over Roost? And just not... Or do we... Because, like, I want to keep Shadow Ball there. Granted, Shadow Ball only counters Miss Magius. But I need something to counter Miss Magius. Although, actually, I've got a Miss Magius counter. I've got fucking... If we're going knockoff Pangoro, counters Miss Magius. But again, I do want two things that can counter it. Counter Storm if it Roost over Ancient Power. Go Roost over Ancient Power? Yeah, but that's another counter for Skarmory. Skarmory's only got two weaknesses. Well, Electric and Fire. Oh, it's not weak to Rock because of Steel typing. I'm not putting Draco Meteor on it. And also, yeah, Draco Meteor doesn't help me against Skarmory. Skarmory resists Dragon. I'm not putting a Dragon move onto it. What do Rock moves help me out against? Against Tornadus, right? Tornadus. Rock helps against Tornadus, but so does Ice. Rock helps us against Typhlosion. But so will a ground move. Ice Beam does more than Ancient Power on Skarm. You're lying. I don't even fucking believe you. I'll actually... No, yeah, of course it would, 'cause it's Stab. Yeah. But Ancient Power... Because Ancient Power is Rock, right? I'm not that stupid. Ancient Power is Rock. It's there for... It's a counter to Tornadus and to Typhlosion. Although that's it. I mean, it does give the opportunity for stat boosts, which are great. But maybe you're right in that Ground gives us a hard counter to Toxtricity. And it still counters Typhlosion, and it counters Metagross. So yeah, I actually think Earth Power over Ancient Power. You're probably right. I'm still going to get Roost, though. So I think that's the set for Kyurem. Now I just need a Held item. Heavy Duty Boots might not be bad. Leftovers I'm not going to do. Helmet I'm not going to do. I don't know. Just out of curiosity, what would its smoking analysis be? At least for last gen. It was going Life Orb lefties, but it was building its physical. Yeah, the question now is what we're putting. I guess Leftovers could be a fucking option just to really help out with Kyurem's bulk. Rocky Helmet I don't want to do. I love Rocky Helmet as an item. I just don't know if it's the play here. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Do we get Leftovers or do we get Rocky Helmet? Rocky Helmet... I don't know. If they're trying to go physical on it, Rocky Helmet will help. But Leftovers can also be really useful. Although I do have Roost. Rocky Helmet. Yeah, I think we'll go Rocky Helmet. And I think that's our set for that. So we've got super speedy, choice banded physical attacker. Yeah. Uxie, we've got super bulky Calm Mind setup for Psychic and Draining Kiss. Kyurem we've got as a bulky special attacker to hopefully sweep. Pangoro, the first thing we're putting on it. Let's see. It's immune. If we get Scrappy, it's immune to Intimidate. Well, I don't know if he's got any Intimidators on his team. Fighting and normal moves will hit Ghost, but he's only got one Ghost. Mulberry, I think we go Iron Fist, and then just set it up as a puncher. Sucker Punch is not boosted, though, which is fucking trash. And we go Knockoff. Yeah, we definitely get Knockoff. That's a counter to good items that manages that. I don't think we want to bulk up. I don't think your defenses are good enough. Plus, we've already got one setup mod. I don't know if we need another one. Although Pangor could set up physically, so I do think what we need is punches, though. I think we need punches. Bullet Punch. That's a steel move. Oh, fucking hell, and it's priority. And it gets a boost from Iron Fist. Yeah, Bullet Punch is definitely a play. What does it get? Although it is super effective against nothing. And half his team resists it. But that's all he's got that's priority, isn't it? Guaranteed, right? Yeah, that's unfortunately. Bulk up, Drain Punch. That's not a bad shout. It doesn't get... Oh, yeah, it does get Drain Punch. That's fighting. How is his coverage looking on fighting? Crocodile is the only thing that's weak to it. Priority's priority. That's true. And, like, it would be okay against Garchomp and Crocodile and Tornadus and Serena and Hitmonlee and Miss Magius. This is supposed to be banded, FYI. Oh, this is where we go choice band? Well, in that case, we're going knockoff all the fucking time, right? Dark. He only has two things that resist it, which is Hitmonlee and Croak. Miss Magius and Metagross are weak to it. And then everything else is just kind of resisted. Nobody wants to get hit by a banded knockoff from Pangoro. That's true. So yeah, we're definitely banding it. What else would we even need? Again, like if we're switching around, a banded Bullet Punch, even if it's against something that's neutral to it, could do some really nice chip at the end. Drain Punch, I don't think would be bad just because it does have that healing factor. Fire Punch, like elemental punches here. Fire helps against Skarmory and Serena and Metagross and Electrode. So like a Fire Punch just thrown on there gives some good coverage. So does Ice Punch. Drain Punch for heals and EQ for coverage. Oh, fair play, Jeff. I like that, yeah. Although Power Up Punch, just keep hitting with that, keep boosting that fucking attack. But yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. Drain Punch and Earthquake. Just cause, yeah. Hard counter to Tox. Metagross, Typhlosion are weak to it. Although I still don't like ground... Against this team, I don't like a ton of ground moves. I would rather find other counters to his shit that's weak to it. Just because he does have two things that are immune. But yeah, bulky band. I like that set. I like that set. Now, what else do we need? You're banded, you can't step... What do you mean? Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Band, Shell Bell for decent damage, health recovery. Miss Magius would be immune, but can't really do much in return. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Bulky Band is cracked. Yeah, I think this is the set. Because like you said, like just banded knockoff. Granted, it's not going to get the Iron Fist boost. Only Bullet or Drain Punch does that. But just to deal damage and swap it, yeah. Come in there, hit that fucking knockoff, get rid of the items. He's only got two things that resist it. Nothing's immune. So yeah, Hitmonlee resists. Krook resist, and that's it. Everything else, it's either going to be Miss Magius and Metagross, which are weak to it. Yeah, nothing wants to take that hit. So yeah, if he brings Krook or Hitmonlee, if I manage to take him out early, then I'm sitting pretty with that. So yeah, that's a good shout there. Now we've got to figure out what else we need. What do I counter so far? As far as just damaging moves. What do I have so far? I had... that was just with those two. Now I've got Ice, Ghost... Ice, Ghost... Ground. Then Pangoro adds Dark, Steel, and Biting. This is where a Finny helps with pivoting. Yeah, I guess. Because does he have anything that sets... Does he have any terrain setters? Garchomp doesn't. Let's just see. Terrain setters. I just want to see a list of everything you can learn terrain move, like a terrain set move. Because, yeah, that would counter them, but I don't see any of those that I know of that set terrains. That does really help limit Garchomp, though. So, yeah. Tapu Fini. Do we keep Misty Surge on it, though? Yeah, we have to, because Telepathy's only really good for doubles. What does Misty... I don't even know what Misty Train does. What does Misty Terrain do? My dogs are being loud. Halves Dragon moves used against effective Pokemon. Can't. It makes Pokemon immune to non-volatile status conditions. So no stat conditions there. Okay. Xurkitree Scarf is also good here. Maybe. We gotta find out what we want on Tapu Fini first. The first question is, do you have priority moves? You have Toxic, which you guys know I like having at least 1 or 2 Toxic options. Screen Setter, maybe? No. What are you good at? You're bulky. Your special attack is fine. We've got physical attacker, special attacker, physical attacker. It's like we're 2 and 2 as far as physical v special here. Maybe 1 more of each, which means my last one could be physical. Again, I'm gonna look out of curiosity some Tapu Fini sets. Get some ideas. Nat Dex, Scarfit, Hydro Pump, Moonblast, Defog, and Trick. I don't think Trick's allowed. Maybe it is. No, Trick's the one that swaps the held items. Oh shit, that actually wouldn't be a bad shout. You know you're going to outspeed. And then it locks your opponent into something where you can just kind of switch around with that. Also, it's a defogger, which I swear to God it didn't say that it was a defogger on my thing. Yeah, it said the only hazard removal I had was Talonflame. But Fini can learn it too. So. I don't know if that's the set I want to run. Excuse me. Fucking hell. What do you think, Jeff? Let me see. I'm going to finish this list I had. What do I already counter? So... okay, I need... What does... my ice counter? Ice, hard counters, Garchomp. And Crocodile. And Tornadus. And Serena. And then also Electrode. Alright, then what does Ghost counter? Ghost counters... Ghost counters Metagross. Then obviously Miss Maggie is countered by Ghost. Then Ground counters Metagross. And Typhlosion. Covered by Ground. So it's Toxtricity. Ground hard counters it. So we got Dark, which counters Metagross and Mismagius. And then Steel counters nothing. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. That fucking Inteleon's all I don't have a counter for, isn't it? Because I don't have any grass or electric up here yet. So the only thing I don't have a counter for currently is Inteleon. And a lot of that's going to depend on what... And like you said, Jeff, Xurkitree wouldn't be a bad shout here. But yeah, I think we'll do that. If you're okay with it, I'll do the mock battle on stream. We need a counter for base Inteleon, though. And then I guess we would need a fucking counter for every Terra type he's got. Which, just looking... Water... I might bring Xurkitree to counter that. Ice, I've got Talonflame. Dark, I've got... what's Dark weak to? Pangoro counters Dark, doesn't it? Bug, Fighting, and Fairy. I've got Fighting and Fairy for Dark. I've got fucking... Electric, I'm countered by Ground. And Grass, I'm countered by Fire and Flying. So yeah, the only thing I really need to counter is the Water. So... I think Xurkitree might be the play for our last slot. We just need now sets for Finny and Xurkitree. Do we want to build Finny bulky? I think we put Defog. I think we put Toxic. I think we might even... we might not even use... Finny as a fucking attacker. Because I'm thinking Trick, Taunt. Defog, Toxic, Trick, Taunt. Or maybe Toxic Protect. I love Toxic Protect. But... No, we need Finny for its water typing, don't we? What does he have weak to water? Crocodile and Typhlosion, which I've got multiple counters for. I mean, a water move wouldn't be a bad idea. He does have 3 mons that resist it, but Like, that's not a bad shout. It's not a... What are we thinking for these two Pokemon? Benny, bulky, Xurkitree, Scarf. Do we put Reflect? Like, I think we need a damaging move. So, like, maybe we could go Light Screen, Reflect, Defog, and then something other than Toxic. Maybe fucking Moonbeam. Or Moon Blast. Because that's a powerful as fuck fairy move. Which 3 of his team are weak to, 4 of them resist. 4 of them are weak to, 4 of them resist. So, fuck it. Fuck it, Moonblast. What other fairy moves you got? Because, yeah, you're a special attacker. What fairy moves you got? Moonblast. Oh, fucking Draining Kiss. And go bulky on this bitch. Defog, Toxic, Draining Kiss. And shit. We'll throw Protect on it. Specially defensive. Throw the fucking lefties on it. And make it defensive as shit. You think Finny gets Recover? Oh, instead of Draining Kiss? Or instead of Protect? It does not get Recover. It doesn't. So I think we do that. And then Xurkitree, you said Band? Because, yeah, I think I'll... Or Scarf. Oh, you think we speed? Why speed, though? Because we're looking at speed tiers. Xurkitree's speed without... Like, if we just go plus, it's 291. Doesn't outspeed Chomp. Or Krook. Okay. So, no, yeah, I see what you're saying. Not physically defensive? Wait, what? No, especially defensive. It's specially defensive, Jeff. Or are you saying make it physically defensive? In that case, why? Is it just because he has more physical attackers? Because that may be true. For Finny, you think Bold? And then that? Uxie is oh, that's true. Uxie is our special wall. That would make Tapu Fini a physical wall. So that's actually a fair point. And then Xurkitree, we're going Beast Boost. We're going Scarf. We're not going to be terrestrializing in this match. Then we go. Well, you're a special attacker, like fuck you are, yeah. Electric. Thunderbolt. Oh, Volt Switch as a pivot. Abso-fucking-lutely Volt Switch. And it's the same well, no. 30% chance to paralyze adjacent Pokemon. Then T-Bolt. Because, yeah, Volt Switch is you want to have pivot moves. Volt Switch, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, T-Bolt. Volt Switch, Energy Ball. Just for grass coverage, yeah. And then Dazzling Gleam. Why Dazzling Gleam, though? Just another fairy move? We've already got a couple of fairy moves around. What are just some diverse ones we could go? What does he have this week to Bug? There's Signal Beam on it. That counters Krook and Serena. Nah, we don't want a Bug move. That's not helpful. Toxic, no. Nah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Although, Hidden Power Ice, just because I don't think he'd be expecting it. Like, say I've got Xurkitree in. Oh, does it also counter Chomp? Because I'm thinking counters for Chomp. Oh, no, yeah, it does counter Chomp switch in. That's true. No, yeah, that's fair. Because I was thinking of Hidden Power Ice for the same reason. But Dazzling Gleam counters both of those. So there we go. That is our squad. Hidden Power's banned? Is it really? Why? I don't see it anywhere that it's banned. Well, T-Bolt we get? We put T-Bolt on there. Multiple mons that resist electric. He does, but and like I said, I'm wary of electric moves here. Oh, it's a cut. What are the cut moves? What does that even mean? Is that like moves that were cut from Gen 9? Yes, Deoxin, to answer your question, yes. For electric, he's got Crocodile and Garchomp that are immune. And he's got Serena, Toxtricity, and Electrode that, to cut move. Yeah, I don't know. I think what he means is moves that are cut from Gen 9 aren't allowed in this league. I don't know exactly. If it's something else, let me know, because I'm not sure. Jeff, you'd have to elaborate. Asking admins right now, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. If that is what it means, I will go look and see what moves were cut. Just an interest mute site, then when it pop-ups. Let's see. So these were physical moves that were taken out of the game, or that were cut. Anchor Shot, Aura Wheel, Barrage, Beak Blast, Behemoth Bash, Behemoth Blade, Bide, Bolt Beak, Bolt Strike, Boomerang, Chip Away, Clamp, Comet Punch, Constrict, Crush Grip, Dizzy Punch, Double Iron Bash, Double Slap, Dragon Hammer, Dual Chop, Egg Bomb, Vicious Rend. I know somebody was asking about that for one of those Gen 8 fossils. Feint Attack, Free Shock, Frustration, Fusion Bolt. So that's the reason to not put that on Kyurem, because Fusion Bolt's banned. Gear Grind, Head Charge, Heart Stomp, Horn Drill, Ice Ball, Jump Kick, Karate Chop, Land Wrath, Magnet Bomb, Magnitude, Meteor Assault, Multi-Attack, Natural Gift, Needle Arm, Power Up Punch. So we couldn't put Power Up Punch on Pangoro. Punishment, Pursuit. No Pursuit, that's fucking stupid. Rage, Return, Revenge, Rock Climb, Rock Wrecker, Rolling Kick, Sacred Fire, Secret Power, Shadow Bone, Skull Bash, Sky Drop, Sky Uppercut, Smelling Salt, Snap Tree, Spectral Thief, Spike Cannon, Spirit Shackle, Steamroller, Storm Throw, Sunsteel Strike, 1,000 Arrows, 1,000 Waves, Triple Kick, Twin Needle, Vital Throw, Wake Up Slap. Those are legal. You mean illegal, or they're usable? Then special moves that were unavailable. Air Blast, Blue Flare, Bubble Shatter, Clanging Scale, Corn Forcer, Doom Desire, Dragon Rage, D-Max Cannon, Eternal Beam, Flame Burst, Fusion Flare, Glaciate, Hidden Power, Ice Burn, Leaf Tornado, Light of Ruin, Lustre Purge, Mind Blow, Mirror Shot, Mist Ball, Moongift Beam, Mud Bomb, Nature's Madness, Oblivion Blink, Octazooka, Ominous Wind, Photon Geyser, Prismatic Laser, Psycho Boost, Psy Wave, Razor Wind, Searing Shot, Secret Sword, Seed Flare, Shell Trap, Signal Beam, Silver Wind, Sonic Boom, Sparkling Aurist, Strange Steam, Synchronized, Technoblast, Trump Card, Ring Out. Mod ignore me. Usable, just ignore that I said cut moves are banned. They are banned though. It does say cut moves are banned. I would love to know what the fuck that means. But the team we have built, as far as I know, doesn't have any cut moves on it. TCL Season 11 Week 1. Validate. Team is valid. Alright, and Jeff, if you're game for it, it's Natex. I have it Natex. Yeah, Gen 9 Natural Natex. Yeah, Jeff, if you're game, to do a test game with me real quick. That would be wonderful. Find a user. Lord Jeff. Not Dex has all moves legal. Alright, Jeff, you know my username. Just shoot me an invite. And then I'm going to call the stream after that, actually. NatDex allows cut, but then why does it say that? Because in the doc, it says that they're banned. Looking in the document, it says no cut moves are allowed. So, like, is that meaning that the moves that were cut from Gen 9? But yeah, I'm gonna go check and see if anybody's streaming that I can raid. If not, we will just call it. Nobody that I really know. So no, we won't. We won't raid. That's fine though. Let me get on. Yeah, no problem. And what we will do real quick, we will. Once we load into the game. Oh, there's our challenge actually. Let's pause that. Fuck it, we'll turn the music back on. Real quick, I just want to. We'll do that right there. That way it's at least taking up the majority of the screen. Good luck, Jeff. Yeah, this is going to be the end of our stream, guys. We're going to do this battle for me to get just a little bit of testing with this squad. Who do we want to lead? Who do we want to lead? I think we lead Talonflame a lot of the time. I do want to say thank you guys for being here today. I absolutely love streaming. I have missed streaming. Garchomp, Fairy, Ice. We switch here. He didn't bring Inteleon, which means there will be no Terra-ing in this fight. Oh, Rough-Skin Rocky Helmet. That hurt. Alright, Garchomp. Our biggest option for Garchomp is Finny, I think. Fairy and Ice. There's any Kyurem here. He throws up a Stealth Rocks. Okay. I'll Ice Beam him. He Draco Meteors. Doesn't kill me. We do tank that. So we are taking it. At least from this set, we're tanking a Draco Meteor. I love to hear that. Metagross comes in. Metagross, Fire, Ghost, Ground, Dark. We Shadow Ball. He goes Agility. That's fine. Shadow Ball doesn't kill, though. Which means he probably kills us here. Yeah, he does. That's fine. This... I really want to send in Talonflame. I don't want to take that Flare Blitz hit, though. And I don't think we have to. Fire, Ghost, Ground, Dark. We will send Pangoro. We are really, really weary of hazards, though. Body Press, we take that. Knockoff, get this. Toxtricity. Psychic and Ground. What are we thinking he sends here? Just because of the defog option. No, because you're a poison, so I don't want to do that. You have defog. We're going to send in Finny. It's a tank. Although it is a water type. When Boom Burst. 273. We're not... We'll protect, see what it does. It went Boom Burst again. I really want to use defog to get rid of those spikes. What are you weak to? Tox. Psychic and Ground. I'm going to try to click defog. I think he probably outspeeds and kills me, though. He doesn't. We live it. So we do get the defog off. I'm going to protect again just to get some healing. Make him stall out that PP. Not that that's going to matter, but we will go Draining Kiss. He's going to outspeed and kill. Boom Burst destroys his team. It's possible. It's boosted with Punk Rock. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what do we have that outspeeds you? At 273. Circuitry does. What is Tox weak to? Psychic and Ground. 226. Usually doesn't outspeed you. You're not physically bulky. Well, no, yeah, you are. We send Yuxi here just to see. Because, yeah, Boom Burst Toxicity is a cause for worry. We tank the fuck out of that. We live that. Yeah, we're fine. Yuxi can tank that. Yeah, Yuxi's bulky as shit. He's got 394 physical defense, 359 special. We're fine with. I mean, Boom Burst can really fuck the team, but if we see Tox come out, we probably need to go ahead and get to Yuxi. Serena's Fire, Flying, and Ice. Do we outspeed you? 267? Probably not. We do. We get the Toxic off. I'm fine with that. You go U-turn, but we do get the status off before we die. 3-3. We are up technically, but like 2 of our mons are already damaged. This is 100% a time where we get Talon Flame. Brave Bird is good against everything. If he were to switch into Serena, Brave Bird's good against that. It's good against what he's currently got out, isn't it? Fire and Ice. We'll just get Flare Blitz. Yeah, okay. You outspeed me. We knew that though. Tornadus. Where's Tornadus on my list? Oh, it's only weak to Ice. Oh, that's actually bad. Okay. I think we may lose this one. Like, we're gonna go with Bullet Punch just because of the priority. Just to kind of see what it was gonna do. It did a solid amount, but now you've got leftovers. We probably should have sent Circuitry there. We are locked in, so we just have to click Thunderbolt against everything and hope it's good enough. Because, like, Electrode is weak to Fire and Ice, so we don't have anything super effective against it. Serena is weak to Fire, Flying, and Ice, so we don't have anything super effective against it. I think we just click Thunderbolt, lock ourselves into that. Serena's resisting it. Not giving you a boost. Oh, fucking hell, yeah, fair enough. Oh, and it kills. With Power Whip. Damn. GG's. So yeah, that's... we don't know if those are the 6 he's bringing, or even if they are, if those are the sets that my opponent's bringing. That's just what Jeff brought. I don't think we played it bad. Appreciate that, Jeff. I'll look into that. Weaknesses there. So let's go ahead and watch the instant replay. Kind of look. U-turn was definitely the right decision there, although the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, hella chip damage. He got the rock set up, which we probably should have tried to deal with sooner rather than later. Kyurem might not have been the right option, although we did manage to get him. Metagross going agility, yeah, that was fine. I really wish Shadow Ball would have done more to that, but it didn't. Maybe we should have switched. I don't know. We probably should have sent in a defogger right there. Don't allow him to get that body press off to fuck Pangoro up. Could have sent Tapu Fini there to go ahead and deal with the hazards a few turns earlier. You played it bad when you let Toxtricity break the wall on your team. Yeah. We probably should have sent Fini out as soon as the rocks came up. That would have been the play. Yeah, because we defogged. Tapu Fini is yeah, like you said, that's the special wall. Toxtricity absolutely fucked it up. Put us in a hole that we couldn't really recover from. If he does use Chomp, should have went in with Uxie ASAP. Yeah, probably that. Letting it sit there and kill was a bad idea. We could have sent in Uxie. Because it does tank really well. I still think going Toxic on Sereno is probably the right play there. I guess we could have just gone physical. Talonflame on Electrode was stupid. We knew we didn't outspeed it. Pangoro Bullet Punch there, that was the right play, 100%. Because Pangoro was dying either way, and we weren't outspeeding it. Xurkitree, yeah, saving Xurkitree for last. Yeah, that was just kind of... That's all we had. That's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody being here. Jeff, thank you for your input. I do appreciate it. I think for this team, I probably do have the best team I'm going to get. Well, obviously, more testing could be useful. I could obviously do more sets. But yeah, being able to look at that. The Toxtricity is an issue, so I need to be careful with that. But that's going to be it for me. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm busy all day. I'm going to try to have an upload of Starlock going up. I've got to edit it tonight. But yeah, this was fun. We streamed for an hour and 42 minutes, which was longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be closer to an hour. But yeah, thank you guys. This was fun. Jeff, again, I look forward to probably getting your input every week until the last one. Because I know we're playing each other week 9. So yeah, we'll see. I'm playing my game for this league on Wednesday, so depending on when I play it Wednesday, I'll probably be uploading it as well. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for, if you were here lurking, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Captain out.